Although it's not as popular as the other Ivy Leagues, Brown University is one of the 8 Ivy Leagues and it's one of the best schools in the US. It's ranked number 13th in the US and 64th in the world. It's a leading research university and also the 7th oldest in the US. The university is known for its undergrad programs and the rigorous and most popular open curriculum. Now, unlike most colleges, Brown University gives undergrad students the option to step out of their declared majors and take courses that actually interest them, even if it's not really within the major that you initially intended on your college application. The goal behind this is that students actually learn what they want to, they explore different fields of interest, and then decide on what career path they finally want to take. Now, Brown University calls this as being the architect of your own education, and this is just a beautiful way to put it. So in this episode 12, we're going to break down everything related to Brown University for undergrad and graduate students, and more specifically look at the financial aid and scholarships that it provides for international students. Let's start off by talking about how much it would actually cost to attend Brown University if you were just admitted and received no financial aid. It's one of the most expensive schools that I've seen in the US, and as an undergrad student, it would cost you a whopping $84,000 per year to study at Brown. Now multiply that times 4 and then multiply that again times your own home currency, which is what your total cost of attendance would be. Now for graduate students, the calculations are a bit different because the tuition fee is actually course dependent. So depending on the number of courses that you're taking and what department you'll be studying in, your tuition fee will vary. Whether you can afford to attend Brown without scholarship is a different question altogether. I just feel like nobody should be spending over $300,000 on a college level education, which is why Brown University does provide need-based financial aid. Now I know that this term need-based financial aid is thrown around in a lot of colleges, so I want to actually break it down and tell you guys what it exactly means. According to Brown University's website, they clearly state that undergrad students will be eligible for 100% demonstrated need. So let's kind of break down what this exactly means. Now 100% means that they will cover everything: tuition fee, living expenses, your books and other supplies that you need to study, food, and even in some cases travel costs that includes like maybe a round trip to your home country because you're an international student. Demonstrated need means that how much can your family comfortably afford to send you to college. Now you may ask, am I supposed to be calculating this? Who does this? It's not something that you do. You provide the college all of the documentation and they calculate your demonstrated need. This application that you apply for financial aid, or more importantly need-based financial aid, is called the Css Profile. The Css Profile lets you add in all of your details of you, your family, and your legal guardians if you have any, in terms of their important documents, their income, their tax return, their assets, and you submit all of this in the form of the Css Profile application to the university, which is Brown in this case. Now, after you submit your Css Profile, Brown University will review all of your documents and they will decide how much aid you need. Now, this aid can be 100%, it can be 50%, it can be 10%. It's the admission committee of Brown University that tells you how much aid you will receive. Nobody else can tell you that, and not even me. So when I make these 100% Road to Success series, they're not clickbait, they are actually true. I've interviewed a lot of students that have received this financial aid. It's just that the financial aid and the 100% bit of the whole process is step number 2. Step number 1 is actually getting accepted into these prestigious universities like Brown University. So this whole process that we looked into was for undergrad students only. Just to clear and put a disclaimer out there, the Css Profile is not applicable for graduate students. For master's and PhD students, you guys are looking at some sources of funding like teaching assistantships, research assistantships, and department-wise stipends. So you guys will have to look through what Brown University specifically provides and then see how you can apply for that. Now, the one thing that I really don't like about all of the universities, and specifically Brown University, was the fact that for obvious reasons, they really don't mention scholarship or how to get financial aid like in big letters on their homepage. But I had to literally go through 5 different levels of web pages to find out how you need to apply as an international student for financial aid. I searched on Google Brown University Financial Aid for International Students, and that brought me to the Financial Aid Deadlines website. I went on to the instructions for prospective applicants, clicked on the box that said apply for aid, and then it gave me the option to apply as a first year or transfer. And yes, you can apply for need-based financial aid even as a transfer student. I clicked on international applicants, and finally it showed me that as an international student, you have to fill out the Css profile to apply for financial aid. Now, this is a trend that I notice in almost all of the universities. And let's face it, at the end of the day, each university, no matter how prestigious it is, they are in a business and they are funded by people like us who go to their college, give them tuition fee. So them telling you how you can apply for aid is going to be hidden deep down into the website. It's not going to be something that they advertise on the homepage, which is why I'm here. And that is exactly why you need to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and like this video, because I'm here to do all of that research that literally takes hours and sometimes even days to find out how you need to do certain things, provide that right information to you guys in a 10-minute, roadmap based video just like this one. Now let's look at the application process on how you can actually apply to Brown University. For an undergrad student, you'll be applying through the Common App. Again, all of your personal details, your grades, mark sheets, all of your common essays that will go in there, but specific questions that Brown University asks are 3. Now, you guys are probably thinking that each university that you're applying to, if they ask 2 or 3 questions, supplemental questions, that's going to pile up. And yes, that answer is a big yes, which is why I stress on the fact that you guys should be finalizing your university list and start working on those supplemental essay questions as soon as possible, because it's really time consuming when Brown University decides to ask things like, how do you wish to utilize the open curriculum, or what do you bring to this community at Brown University, or what brings you joy? Like, it's such a simple question, what brings you joy? And even I cannot answer that in 200 words. It's a lot of pressure to put on yourself if you're trying to chase a last minute deadline. But you have to remember that when you're tackling questions that are very specific to these, you have to first take time to understand what they're asking. Try and actually look into their website to understand what is that one specific thing that you can tell them that genuinely you're interested in, and at the same time convince them that you have not used the same answer in 10 different college applications, because that is a huge turnoff. For graduate applicants, whether you're applying to a master's or a PhD level program, in addition to your personal information, your CV, transcripts, your test scores, you'll also be required to submit one personal statement which outlines your area of intended interest and what you want to do research in. So since this is just one document and you really have to put in a lot, you need to focus on not only talking about relevant past experience, but also show how you wish to merge that with what you actually want to do in the future. And the last bit of conclusion of your essay can look something towards what you hope to do with this degree after you graduate. Alright, so that's all that I had for this video, and you guys are probably wondering the most important question that I did not address. Why is it called Brown University? The college name was changed to Brown University in 1804 after an alumni, this guy named Nicholas Brown, donated $5,000 to the college. But for the part that everybody is waiting for, and I'm pretty sure that's probably why you guys watch these videos to the very end, is the biggest battle that I'm probably gonna see in the comments. Which one is your favorite? Aloo tikki or samosa? Drop that in the comment below. I personally am gonna say I'm team aloo tikki, just because I feel like you can do so much with it. Like, you can make it into a chaat, you can eat it just as is, and it's a lot more like flavorsome than samosa. But I want to see what you guys think, so drop those in the comments below. Let's get this video to 500 likes. That would be great, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.